Tiger fans, let's get you ready for a big Saturday night in Death Valley. Let's go. What's up, Tiger fans? Thanks for joining me again. I'm Teddy Brennan here on Louisiana Boot Crew Media, sponsored by Revel Asphalt Services. Just big time. I'm going to talk about them ad nauseum. They just do the best work in the area. They'll take really good care of you, on time, on budget. Just great people to work with. Give my big friend Miller to call. 225-773-3990, 225-773-3990. Miller's going to take care of you. Revel Asphalt Services is the best. So look, let's just break this down real fast. Tigers have an absolutely massive chance and a game, obviously, but a massive chance to make a statement to the country because I think people were doubting the Tigers a little bit in the beginning. They beat Clemson and everybody was feeling good, moved up to number 4, I think even 3 at a certain point. But it felt a little incomplete. You play a lackluster effort against Louisiana Tech and then Florida. And so here we are, 4-1 bye week. It seems like Brian Kelly said that they used it to the best of their advantage. I mean, particularly with resting some guys, Nussmeier being one of them. He's going to be somebody we're going to be keeping a huge eye on tomorrow. Obviously, Aaron Anderson, Weston Davis, Caden Durham. There were a lot of guys that were banged up. And so seems like it's going to be a relatively healthy game tomorrow night. But yeah, let's just start with some matchups, just some things that we're going to be looking for. Nothing earth-shattering, nothing that you don't already know, because the Tigers need to have a healthy quarterback. The Tigers need to have something of last year in the sense of throwing the football down the field. Even the intermediate routes are lacking this year. It's all just dink and dunk. And I think a lot of people think that that's Nussmeier's injury. Brian Kelly said weeks ago that this was going to be an opportunity to get to the bye week and get him healthy. He'd get over the hump. And so let's see. We're not sure if we've been told, all the facts. And so I think Nussmeier is going to have a big night tomorrow night. I think people are disrespecting him. I don't think that he likes that, he's gone from the Heisman front runner to basically nobody's talking about him at all. And so I think he has a big night tomorrow night. I think South Carolina is susceptible a little bit in the secondary. And you got some dogs out there that are really excited to get going. Chris Hilton, he's there and he's healthy, and you can tell he just when he makes a play, you're like, why doesn't that guy get the ball more? Chris Hilton, Nick Anderson, and Kyle Parker probably going to get a few more looks now that Aaron Anderson's questionable. But Aaron's probably going to give it a go. We'll see. Not a bad problem. The Tigers have a loaded receiver room. Now we have to use it moving forward if we're going to beat this gauntlet that we have in front of us, because it is a gauntlet. But the two kind of go hand in hand. And so what else are we going to be watching on offense? We're going to be looking at the running game. And the running game has been awful. It's been awful for 2 years. There's no push up front. So look, we'll see if there's anything that's been different in the bye week, that they've implemented any new concepts or schemes. We talk ad nauseum at how awesome that heavy left eye formation with the extra fullback was against Florida, and Caden Durham pops it. I mean, I just don't understand why the Tigers don't do that more. We'll see. Healthy Caden Durham is one of the best backs in the SEC. So hopefully we can get him some touches. I think Harlem Berry, certainly deserves to have his calling after, he didn't have a ton of yards against Ole Miss, but you could just tell he had it, whatever that is. He's electric. He just, squeezes through tackles, finds the hole. He needs to find the football more. I think the LSU offense would really benefit from number 22 being more involved, and then obviously number 29 being healthy. And then Juwan Johnson's been great too. But they haven't had any blocking up front. And so Paul Mabenga's doubtful. So now there's the big debate. Carius Kern he's been the talk of the town, and deservedly so. A 5-star, 6'6", 340 out of Arkansas. That's like a gymnastics performer. It's can dunk. I mean, it's just he can just do it all, and he's a mauler. I remember Tyree Adams, I think in fall camp when he was interviewed, said that he was the strongest freshman that he's ever seen. Well, look, so Cohen Eccles will probably get the start. He's been getting more of the first team reps, but 57, Kern's going to be getting some rotation, and let's see what he does, because he moves people, and that's what the Tigers need. Is they need some push up front, physicality at the point of attack. Carius Kern provides that for you. Hopefully he takes advantage of his opportunity, kind of like an Emory Jones a few years ago when he started against Mississippi State at right tackle. This is Carius Kern's time. I think he would greatly, greatly improve the offensive line just with his physical presence, and being next to Braylon Moore. That's huge too. I mean, you want somebody like that. If you just don't know exactly where you're going, Braylon knows everything, and so he just tell the big fella where to go and just let him eat. So we're looking for Nuss. We're looking for the downfield passing game. See what his health looks like. The running game, the offensive line, what the left guard looks like. Weston Davis, he was injured against Ole Miss in the pregame. He's going to be starting again, but he struggled a little bit. Let's see how he does tomorrow. He's going to be going against a great defensive end in Stewart, a 5-star coming out of high school, a big recruit for South Carolina. So Weston Davis is going to have his hands full tomorrow night, and if he struggles, maybe Carius Kern moves over into right tackle. So, and defensively, not a lot to say other than just keep doing what you're doing. I know Tiger fans were a little frustrated this past week or 2 weeks ago against Ole Miss, and they were on the field the whole time, giving up conversions, and they had a few penalties. But, the Tiger offense didn't give them any breaks. They just 3 and outs and penalties and turnovers, and it just the defense was on the field all day. And so I think Shane Beamer would love nothing more than to shorten this game with Lenoris Sellers, run the football, even though South Carolina has been very poor at doing that this year. I think it's just one of those things where if they can even steal a possession or two, just, if LSU on offense, honestly, if they start stagnant again, they have 3 and outs, that they have a false start here and there, or just something that, ruins the drive. South Carolina is going to take advantage of that, and they're going to shorten this game as much as possible. Lenoris Sellers is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He hasn't had the season that maybe he wanted to, but he's still that guy. And so he's great at improvisation. And so you just have to keep an eye on him. That's where I look for a guy like Harold Perkins. He's the perfect person to be able to spy, do exotic things. And so keep an eye on 7. I think he has a big night tomorrow night. And then, on South Carolina's offense, Nicholas Harbor is a freak of an athlete. And so you have to be careful, with the deep ball, and Halsey and Cooley, they need to be ready for that. And so South Carolina has a lot of talent, and they've ever since Beamer's gotten there, they've recruited very well. So, they've got some players, and the Tigers, they have to come with their A game tomorrow. And then lastly, the special teams, Beamer ball, they call it, just like Shane Beamer's dad at Virginia Tech, but 6 non-offensive touchdowns this year. I mean, that's just absurd. It's game 6 or game 7 for them. That's absurd. So if they can steal a possession, maybe a fake punt, an onside kick, they return a punt, pick 6, just that's how they play ball. And so if they get in a mistake here or a mistake there, LSU is going to find themselves in a precarious position. So just have to be on the lookout for those things. I'm a little more optimistic. I think when taking a look at what's going on, the Tigers are healthier as they've been probably since Clemson. Hopefully, I know Nussmeier is going to have a big game tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to that. I think Chris Hilton finally makes some plays, and a semblance of a running game shows up. The Tigers look like they're in good shape. Their defense is going to keep them in every game they play, arguably the best defense in the country. And so I think the Tigers win comfortably. I think like a 27-10 kind of game. I think it's just enough just to feel good about yourself, but also know that you still have stuff to work on. And so we'll see. That's why they play the games, but it's going to be a beautiful night in Death Valley. Tigers are ready to roll. We're going to see what happens. We'll have a post-game show for you tomorrow night after this. Whitfield Hughley will be joining me, and we'll have more coverage throughout the week as we approach the Vanderbilt game next week. And keep it to Boot Crew Media for everything. Certainly Saints, Pelicans, the best you'll find. So keep it to us. We'll be around. And tomorrow, I look forward to seeing you. Enjoy your Friday night and go Tigers.